So, in a surprise to absolutely nobody, the NCAA and federal investigators have launched an investigation into gambling in Division One basketball, involving at least 30 current and former players, mostly from mid-major programs. And look, in my opinion, this is not a should not be a surprise to anybody. And this is the scary thing. This is the scary thing now is that this investigation into the NBA and everything has now got us into a situation where everyone is trying to hawk everything. Everyone's trying to hawk everything. The feds are involved. The leagues are involved. They're trying to get on top of everything. And I wonder how much of a problem it's going to be for players of basketball. Like, I have no doubt about it that there are players, a lot of mid-majors, because at the end of the day, like, these are not people that are getting a super amount of money. They're not people that are getting serious money in NIL deals. They're not. Like, if you are making $3 million a year, or heck, if you're making 400 or 500K a year, even if you're offered 10K for a bet, then, like, what? The worst, you're not going to take it if you're making that money. But if you're making nothing, and you're offered 20K, that can change your life. So it says here, they've launched an investigation to 30 current and former players. That means, look, they're almost certainly the people out there investigating did it. I'm going to be honest. The likelihood that the people they're investigating did it is high. It is. It is high. It's banned people for a year if even suspected of it, given compensation if clear, but banned for life if found guilty. Isn't the NCAA the same league as allowing their players gamble on pro sports? And it's just one of those things where it's like, I just hate the normalization of gambling. Like, somebody that I've known half a decade just reached out to me, working with one of the kind of new age gambling companies. Really good guy, and I'm like, straight away being like, oh, would you be up for a sponsor sponsoring a lot of my videos? And I'm like, it's at the stage where it's like, I'm thinking to myself, like, screw it, is the morality even worth it? Because no matter what my stances and morals are, it doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter. Because we've now got situations here where it's people are going to be rigging games, and I'm scared to see what's going to happen. I'm guessing this is mostly men's, but like, how many more NBA players are going to be caught? How many WNBA players are going to be caught? Because the less money you're making, the more likely you are to point shave, match fix, whatever form of sports manipulation for gambling there is, giving people tips early, like coaches throwing games. Like, I don't know, referees making certain calls. It's at the stage now where the sports gambling situation it's gonna take over college. Now we'll see how deep the well is. They're cracking down everybody but FanDuel. I'm convinced FanDuel is government-owned way to manipulating the NBA. It's a record scratch for college sports, who have thought widespread sports gambling would not result in significant involvement with the players at every level. Yeah, of course it will. Of course it will. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, it is going to result in that. It is going to result in issues with gambling. And I do think that this is something that I don't think it has the power to take down college sports or anything. I don't know if it has the power to take down college sports. I don't think it does. I think there are some people that would argue that it does. I don't think it does. I don't think it has the power to take down the NBA. But I think it's a lot more likely, again, something like this is a lot more likely to take down the NBA than it is to take down the college, because look, if there's 15 NBA players that get caught, or if there's 30 NBA players that get caught, it's 10% of the league. If there's 30 college players or former college players, it's not going to take down the league. But it is a pity, and nothing's going to change. Like, the thing is that the thumbnail for this video is probably going to be Darren Peterson. He's probably going to be on the thumbnail for this video. He's almost certainly not one of the people. But that's one of just the things where it's like, it has overtaken college sports. Like, something like this completely overtaking college sports, or taking over college sports, is not a surprise. And in fact, when this was all coming out, I said it, that I can guarantee you it is worse at the collegiate level, and it is worse at, I think, and by the way, I think there are players in high school that are going to get involved in this crap. I think there are high school players. I think there are college players. I think there are NBA players. I think there are WNBA players. Like, no, like, having a certain amount of money doesn't make you immune from addiction. It doesn't make you immune from wanting a bit more money if you think it's easy. It doesn't make you immune from making bad decisions. In fact, in a lot of situations now, you've got you could argue it's more likely. You could absolutely argue that you are more likely if you are if you're playing at this level because you're bored. Like, a lot of people gamble from boredom, and that's one of the things people don't realize, is that, like, especially with the soccer players, they're like, we have a whole bunch of money, we have our phones, we train 3 hours a day, and we just get bored, so we just gamble on everything. And that's the thing with some of these players. Like, some of them get themselves into gambling debt. Like, by the sounds of things, Terry Rozier was a gambler. By the sounds of things, Jonte Porter got himself into gambling debt. It's just not, for me, it's just a bit of an eye-opening situation, because I'm like, look, it's not really good for anybody involved to see this. And the fact that NBA has already kind of been screwed from this, the fact college basketball is now getting involved is not a good look for the sport in general. So yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. That is pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys agree with what I'm saying? Do you guys disagree? Do you guys think that we're now in a situation where, look, it is what it is in sports, there's nothing we can do about it? Or do you guys think there is something we can do about it? And do you guys think there's a lot we can do about it? So anyway, yeah, it's a really interesting scenario, and my mouse is out of battery. Great.